ever been in the cage?
Yeah, I was champion.
Fuck off. What, really? Before Big Jim was?
Yeah, that's why I'm so rich, respected, and feared here.
All right, I get it. But don't you think you should give it a shot?
Hey, how about you give it a go? Just leave me a shard so I can pay for the funeral.
Yeah, all right, forget it.
Maybe later.
I don't recognize your face. Are you with Bloody Baxter or Logan the Duke?
Who is Baxter?
You really aren't from around here, are you? Baxter the Bloody. He founded the camp here. They say he killed over a dozen jackals with his bare hands, pulled their innards out through their throats, and yet a man as brave as that turned and ran.
Ran from what?
From the Duke. Logan kicked Baxter out of the fort and took over. And then the Duke sent jackals out after him. So they say. But you will have to decide how much of that is true.
Who is Logan?
You don't know who Logan is? Logan's the Duke. You didn't think the Duke's name was just the Duke, did you?
What if I say the Duke?
So, you're for Logan. You're just another fish that swims with the stream, are you? So, what do you want?
Tell me about Baxter.
Why do you want to know? He's gone. No one knows where he is. There's some who say that Baxter is everywhere and nowhere, that he has spies, eyes and ears everywhere. Others say that he was shot in the back of the head and is buried out there in the sands. Whatever the truth, no one's heard from him since Nasty took the fort and the Duke took control. Take my advice and stop asking questions. The Duke won't like it, and if Baxter is still alive, it's not like he's doing anything to defend his own name, is it? Let him fade into the past.
Tell me more about the Duke.
Logan took the fort and he took charge. He's smart and strong enough to have risen to the top. And it runs in the family. That sister of his is smart too. And tough enough to get the men to follow her. That should tell you everything you need to know. But, if you're an outsider, I have a job for a free agent. Are you up for earning yourself a reward?
What do you mean, a free agent?
I need someone who doesn't owe the Duke a favor. That's you, right? Okay, so, details. The Duke has a weapons cache. I say cache, but I mean a stockpile. Arms trading is one of his businesses. That makes us competitors. Normally that's fine. There's room for us both. Only right now I've got a bulk deal going through. But only if I can get some grenades to complete the list of things he wants.
I thought you said not to cross the Duke.
If you don't want to get the grenades, you don't have to. I won't force you. You know my offer? You can make your choice.
About these grenades you want.
So, are you going to get them for me?
Yes, I'll get them.
Good decision. So, bring me 3 crates, and then you can pick out a reward. You got that?
Sure, I'll get them. Let's do some business. Are you ready to trade?
can get away with that?
Got it. Not now.
You are not good. That's the right decision. You are not good. That's the right decision. Who are you hiding from? You are not good. That's the right decision. Who are you hiding from? You are not permitted to be here. You are not good. That's the right decision. You are not permitted to be here. What part of not good? That's the right decision.
Not now.
You are not permitted to be here. Good. That's the right decision. You are not permitted to be here.
Initiating combat.
Look at that shit, rat!
Good. That's the right decision.
Damn.
Stop that thief! Stop him!
Not now.
Good. That's the right decision.
Not now.
You are not good. That's the right decision.
Go and find a trader. They'll talk to you.
Hey, you. You're new here. I don't know if anyone's told you, but the Duke, our glorious leader, king of the desert, is raising taxes on his territory. And I am here to collect them.
So, what is that to do with me?
Look, I've told the Duke 1,000 times I'm not the guy for this. But if I don't get him the shards, he'll put a rope around my neck. Or my wife will. She'd do it for him. So do a guy a favor and hand over the money. After all, it's better than me and you ending up as food for the jackals.
Your wife would hang you?
She wouldn't want to. No, she's a lady of integrity. I would never say anything bad about her. It would be the Duke. The Duke would insist. My wife is a wonderful lady, calm, majestic. She'd be a queen of the desert if there wasn't already a king. The Duke, our glorious leader, king of the desert, and lord of the outlaws. So are you going to pay? Listen, maybe you can ask me about it later. Now is not the right time, okay?
You're asking me to pay to be here?
Everyone has to pay tribute to the Duke, our glorious leader, king of the desert, and lord of the outlaws. So will you hand over the shards now? It'd be better for both of us. Really, you don't want to explain not paying to the Duke.
Here, take the shards.
That's not enough, I'm afraid. That's only half the amount I need, that the Duke needs for the tribute. I know it feels like a lot, but I didn't make the rules. That was the Duke, our glorious leader, king of the desert, and lord of the outlaws.
There. Is that enough?
Yes. That will make the boss feel a lot happier. I'm sure that's enough tribute to keep you free from another visit from me.
You really love your wife, then?
Yes. Oh, yes. Completely. Totally. What is there not to love? You can tell her that if you meet her, that you've never met anyone who loves his wife as much as Liam. You could even say I worship her. And if anyone says anything about Cindy and us being in love, I'll deny it. How could I betray my wonderful, blessed, psychotic wife?
If things are so bad, why don't you split up with your wife?
Split? Split up? The only thing that would split would be my head and my shoulders if I tried that. I'm not the first, you know. Every few months she picks a husband. And have you met any of her exes here in the fort? No. And there's a good reason for that. No one knows where they are, where the pieces of them are. I've never had much here. I don't know why she picked me of all people, but now she owns me until I die. And if she finds out about Cindy, both me and her are dead. Dead for good. Warrior, lover, goddess. She's everything a man could ever want. Oh, I don't know what I'd do if she just died.
That was a strange choice.
Say, can I take a look at it?
Why? Do you want to look at that?
Yes, please, show me.
I got it in Edan.
Edan? You mean you met Kata? She must trust you if she gave you this. And if you have been trusted with this, maybe I could ask you about something. It would bring us a lot of Elexit, and I mean a lot.
And you'll trust me with this because of this claw?
You wouldn't have one if you hadn't earned it. You're one of us, right? I mean, you're playing it shy, but you know what the claw means. And it means we work together, share the loot, and go our separate ways. Both with the shards to make life happier.
All right, I'm in.
Right. Let's do this. Listen closely. I know the Duke stole a pile of shards from the clerics some time ago. He's trying to bring them into the fort little by little without anyone noticing. We can take advantage of that to earn ourselves a profit. If that sounds good, then let's do this. If not, then just pretend this conversation never happened.
About the Duke's shards. How did the Duke get the Elexit from the clerics?
The clerics were transporting goods and the Elexit between the domed city in Abessa and the port in Ignadon. The Duke got wind of this and set up an ambush. And it worked. The Duke made a fortune. But of course, he couldn't tell anyone about it. If he'd admitted it was the outlaws that killed those clerics, it would have started a war. So he hid the shards and denied the whole thing.
And the clerics believed him?
Neither side really knows if we could win a war, and besides, where's the profit for anyone? A full-out war and we'll all lose. That's why the Duke likes to play his enemies according to good old outlaw tradition. Keep them guessing, surprise them with your attacks, and hit them with a huge bang when they are least expecting it. So because the Duke needs to keep this a secret, he can't have word get around the fort and then reach the clerics. That not only means the Elexit is out there, but it also means the Duke can't raise much of a storm if all the Elexit suddenly disappears.
So, what's your plan?
The Duke is bringing the Elexit into the fort in deliveries with minimum muscle to protect it. Keeping it low-key is how the Duke is hoping to keep his Elexit a secret, and the next delivery of shards is due soon. I've thought about this, and the best place to intercept the shipment is when it's coming through the pass that connects Ebessa with Tavar. The pass will contain the convoy, and it's far enough away from the fort that the Duke won't know anything's happened there for a decent length of time. If you hit that convoy, take the Elexit, then I'll give you, say, 40% of that take.
Deal.
Good. Great. That convoy won't know what hit it. We're partners now. Ready to go?
Let's go.
Head directly to the pass to Ebessa, and keep your eyes open. The outlaws in the convoy might have disguised themselves as clerics.
You're coming with me.
What? No, I can't. My ass belongs to Iron Madison. Hell, all of me belongs to her. I'll be no use to you dead, and that's what I'll be if I leave. You can handle it yourself. I'm sure you can.
Damn.
You're a shit thief and you deserve to...
Got it.
Do you really think I can't see you?
Got it.
Are you sneaking around?
Got it.
Ah, look who we have here. A new face come to Tavar looking to make his fortune. You looking for a challenge? I'm surprised a drifter like you made it here. But now you're here. Welcome. I hope you bring yourself and the rest of us good profits.
Are you this friendly with every newcomer?
Friendly is business, and business is me. I mean, look at me. Who would have thought a humble man like me would make it all the way to the rank of enforcer?
And what does it mean to be an enforcer?
It's a step ahead, a step above. You get the respect, you get to give the orders, you get the connections to get the money. And not just from the people on the streets, from the Duke too. And you get the armor and the shards too. If you want respect, if you want a name, you get it in the arena.
How can I earn a few shards here?
Ah, you want some advice? Well, advice is investment, so how much you want to invest in my advice?
I want to earn, not pay.
Oh, I know you're thinking price, but you should be thinking return. You should be thinking profit. But if you're too scared, well, winners understand risk. So, if you don't want to be a winner, walk away.
Now that is a proper investment.
We can really do something with this. It's good to find a serious investor. Someone who understands what this is really about. Have you challenged Ike in the arena yet?
No.
Then there's an investment opportunity. Whoa, wait for it. That's not the advice you paid for. That comes now. You see, Ike is through. Gone. Career over. And that's because he's hooked on anything you can think of. So before you fight him, get him drunk. Just convince him to take a shot or two. You should get an easy fight and an easy win. Just don't let him overdo it with the booze or the stims. Dead men don't pay.
So what other advice have you got?
What would you think about getting rich at the expense of someone else?
I want shards in my pocket.
Then I have some great advice for you. You see, I know a few people who've run up debts. They owe the fort favors. They have to do those, or they have to pay.
How does this help me?
Because I have the IOUs, signed, sealed, promised, and ready for collection. You show the IOU to each of them. Say they've passed the payment deadline, and they'll have to pay up, no argument. Or if you don't want the hassle of talking to the little man, you can sell the IOUs to a dealer for a few shards. Well, since you made a proper investment, I've got some premium advice. Rumor has it that Elmar has a stash of Elexit stored somewhere. Now, I haven't got a location for it yet, but what I do have is the code to get you in when you find it. Here's a note with the code. 1337 will get you in. Those numbers are worth a fortune, so guard them close.
No. Too easy. Yourself. Have a great day.
I am the doc. That makes you the patient, right? I can make it happen. Those dreams will come true.
My dreams?
You're here to trade. I'm here to make dreams come true. Everything you need. Drinks, cams, that special kick. The doc can make it for you. The doc can make it come true.
Fascinating. An attempt to escape or to enhance reality. Surely before you can escape it, you must define it first.
You've sampled too many of your own chems.
Oh, I don't do cams. The doc is a camsmith, an artist, a businessman. I'm not a consumer.
Why are you laughing then?
But I understand your confusion. Once upon a time, the old doc was normal. Then, I had a sort of accident when the outlaws wanted me to experiment with chems. Let's just say there was a mix-up of the doses. I've not messed with concentrated chems since, or taken it pure, or on my birthday. Not that I've needed to. I mean, that was a high to last a lifetime. Literally.
Why do they call you Doc?
Isn't that obvious?
Can you heal me?
I can heal you, body and mind. But not for free, of course.
What do you have to offer?
Nothing at the moment. Not a sizzling second of release. I've been robbed.
Who robbed you?
No idea. I was only gone for a little while, taking care of something. Now, the old doc has to make enough stuff again before he can start delivering again.
What was stolen?
Well, everything? My entire but if you will have...
Do you have any leads?
Go to the girls in the end, and Cindy is the... She'll talk to her. She might know something.
Local information is likely, and I believe the ladies he is speaking of are likely to learn things in their social environment.
I need you.
No problem. You should be... You're not that good at sneaking, are you?
Got it.
You're not that good at sneaking, are you?
No, I'd better not. Got it. Got it.
Hey, you. Do you have a few shards for me?
Interesting. Do these direct requests for shards work? Normally there is some sort of exchange proposed rather than a simple request for Elexit.
But this is exchange. You give me shards, I give you a smile at happiness. So, what do you say?
Why should I give you shards?
Because sometimes friendships can be bought. And in Tavar, you need friends to help you up, to stay alive. Doubly so in times like these because, oh, times are a-changin', and when the rats leave this sinking ship, This rat will plug the holes and take the whole damn boat, and then you'll really want this rat as your friend. So how about those shards now, then?
Okay, take this.
Thanks, friend. I won't forget this. Rats never forget. And this rat will take you with him to the stars.
That was well done.
Why are you creeping
Got it.
around?
Got it.
Sneaking around while other people are watching you is pretty pointless.
We have nothing to talk about.
Not now.
Hey! Stay right there.
Is there a problem?
That's what we're going to find out. You've got 5 seconds to start talking about the Elexit you've brought with you. If you're not worth something, you're not worth anything here. So tell me, do you want to own or be owned? Little Liam here is almost burned out. He needs replacing.
How much are you worth?
More than you could ever afford. I could own you as I own little Liam. I have a lot of property in this fort. The cage is off limits without my special permission. Time for you to move on. If you're looking for entertainment, try the entertainment district. It's in the name.
What's the cage for?
Asshole storage. Anyone who messes with the Duke ends up in there. If they're lucky. Bow to the Duke. Hear the Duke. Don't fuck with the Duke. That's our outlaw version of the Berserker's laws.
Have you thought of setting that to music?
You should ask the Duke. He's famous for his sense of humor.
Do you take many prisoners?
Only where there's a profit. Sometimes to serve as an example to others. But a slit throat and a shallow grave does that better. Frank, over there, is a cleric. He's serving as an example, and he's proving useful sometimes. He has a brain the Duke wants to pick.
How did Frank get here?
The cleric sent some of Kalan's little soldiers over the border. They soon learned the Duke is more powerful than Kalan. His friends ran. We took this one prisoner.
So, who's more powerful, you or Kalan?
Ha! He prays to me. This cleric knows that. He knows he needs to give up his secrets. It's me, not Kalan, who decides the pain he feels and whether he gets to live, or if I'll kill him for doing something stupid like trying to escape. He and Liam, they know me well. Oh, yeah, And if this cleric wants to get you involved in anything, don't listen. He promised a set of shards to Bat, and that dipshit of a runner believed him. Bat lasted 3 days in the cage. Weakling.
That was inappropriate.
Oh, this fort is full of sweet little playthings.
You're a prisoner here?
Only in body. My mind and spirit are free. I won't waste words on an unbeliever. Kalan will punish you all.
How were you captured?
What does that matter? Unless you were sent here by my legate.
I wasn't sent.
Then my words would be wasted on you. I have no reason to tell you anything. Don't think I'll give you their coordinates or tell you anything else about my brothers in Kalan. So, leave me.
Too easy.
Quit sneaking around.
Who are you hiding
Got it.
from?
Stop sneaking around.
The fort is not just a term from the present day. This location served as a defensive position in the Old World.
Old world expert, aren't
If there is anything you'd like to know, you just have to ask. I am always happy to exchange information.
you? I'd noticed.
Prophet of problems. Which are you bringing me?
Your choice. You can give me profits, or I'll cause you problems.
Words like that have to be earned. If you want to make your way in Tavar, you need to start with profit. Only that and loyalty count.
Then you need my help.
I need your help. Well, that's a new one.
Do you want my help?
I'll give you 30 seconds. Tell me what you want.
It must be difficult keeping a city like this together.
Do you see any real problems out there? Do you see any more indiscipline than there is in the other factions? Everyone here is free. Everyone here has decided to be here. Liberty, profit, survival of the fittest. Those are the laws of the wasteland. Those are the laws of Tavar. And everyone in Tavar knows that I am the only one who can guarantee them.
What about the other factions?
What about them? The Berserkers and their pilgrim. They don't even know where their leader has gone. He's hiding in the mountains while they grub around in the dirt. They know nothing about profit. Well, and we don't even have to talk about those elves. They're just completely crazy.
And the clerics?
Who talk of technology but worship superstition? While we grow day by day, they are dying in their stronghold. Soon we will pick the bones of the Horde.
After the elves they gave birth to come home to destroy them. Tavar is growing while all the other factions fight amongst themselves, and that is down to me.
If you want profit, give me a job.
A job? All right. Find Conrad. You'll find him in the rocket silo. Tell him I want the job finished. Then, you do whatever he needs doing. If he doesn't finish his job soon, I'll kill him. And then, I'll kill you. Oh, and to be clear, you might be disposable, but Conrad isn't. Make sure he is kept alive until the job is done. If he dies, you die. There's your job. Now get the fuck out of here and get it done.
One more question.
No questions. Get the job finished.
I sense conviction in his words. He knows his people, and he is ruthless in keeping order.
Many have tested me. I've not been found wanting.
How can I join the Outlaws?
You can get the job done that I've given you. Get your fucking ass out there and get it fucking done.
Now's not the time, all right?
You know, General. One favor for another. We gave them the base. Now we must wait on the research findings. We will see what their technology can do for our military.
Keep your hands off the stores. And I won't have to chop those hands off. Clear?
I want some better armor.
Then you're in the right place. Join us here and you can start earning this armor if you're good enough.
What will you...
You prove you can be loyal to the Duke, or there aren't many who get to wear the armor. If you want that, you'll have to...
What crimes did you commit to end up here, hmm?
What makes you think I committed a crime?
Everyone here did. They were forced here, or they came because they didn't have anywhere else to go. Either way, we're prisoners. Which one are you?
Neither. I'm no prisoner.
Yeah, everyone thinks that at the start. So if you're not a prisoner, what do you want from me, Conrad the Creator?
What are you doing down here?
I am working on the infernal machine. I am building the end of the world. The comet's gonna have nothing on what the Duke's got me putting together.
You're building a bomb.
A bomb?
A bomb is explosives. Bang.
This won't blow up a few mutants. This will evaporate a whole damn city. This is Big Bang.
The Duke wants to destroy a whole city.
Who knows? Depends how big we build it. But from my calculations, it will destroy a city at least. But who cares exactly what goes up? This is a thing of beauty. Beauty!
Which city does the Duke want to destroy?
Pick one. The King of the Desert has a lot of enemies.
Zakor, Abessa, Idan. Do you think any of them is going to mess with the Duke once they know he can evaporate their asses?
Huh. Whoever owns this would only need to do it to one city and then no one would mess with him again. But I am only an emissary, an artist working to create the Duke's vision. Have you spoken to him yet, the Duke?
Yes, I've spoken to him.
Well, then you know what I'm talking about, right? Ah, he is a visionary.
How is the bomb coming along?
Big Bang, the Comet's daughter, the Firebringer. She's almost done. Almost. Almost. I just need a few more things, and she will fly. I get those, and she'll be ready to change the world.
How did you get here?
Captured. Set free. It's hard to remember now. I was in the wrong place at the right time. No, or the right place at the wrong time. But on duty in Ignadon when outlaws crashed into us. Should have died. Would have died. But the Duke wanted a pet. Hooked me up on chems and told me his plan. And she is a thing of beauty.
Why haven't you escaped?
What? Have you seen that desert? Have you tried kicking chems? Without protection and completely alone, I wouldn't survive 24 hours out there.
Do you know the captive cleric, Frank?
No! Or maybe I just forgot. I don't recognize him from England. Why are you asking me?
I want to find his old unit.
Okay, let's do this and do it quickly. I can guess where they're located. I'll transmit the coordinates to your adjutor. Just don't tell me what you're going to do with this information. It is better that you keep it to yourself. Under no circumstances do I want to know what your motives are or what you're doing. Okay?
The Duke sent me to help you.
What? Ah, I said we're all prisoners here together. All together. Well, if you're here to help, I need some components. If Big Bang is going to bang, she needs a few things.
Do you think...
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're not inventing anything here. This is... You wait till you see her in action. None of us were here when the comet hit, and she's...
All right.
So, first and foremost, I need an inverse and a proprietary Edwards consensus. And if you get those, then you'll need to get me a concentric...
Anything else?
Definite. It would be good for both of us if the Duke is starting to get him. He wanted Big Bang ready to go last month. And she's not ready to go yet. You think I've been out in the desert? Finding them is down to you.
Here.
Okay. Okay. Let me think. Some of these components are specialists, but the others are just... Find some pre-comet tech, and you should find the things we need. You can spot them in the desert. Because they drink the oil or something. Look for a cloud of those things, and you'll find them...
Excellent.
work. I'm in.
There. I'll deal with that beast.
As you wish. As you wish.
I'll deal with that beast.